One of the greatest collective soul lessons that humanity is currently undergoing is healing our relationship with power. Healing our relationship with power is humanity's key step to manifesting greater peace, a higher collective consciousness of love, and therefore a new earth. I received a download of divine guidance from Archangel Michael on humanity's healing path with regards to power, and I can't wait to share it with you. Know that while receiving angel messages, the angels are connecting directly with you, helping you to not only receive the message, but also to energetically integrate the vibration, healing, and light connected to the message. So, open your heart to full receptivity, take in a deep breath to center yourself, and tune in with me to receive Archangel Michael's messages on humanity's great power shift. Hi, I'm Sarah Hall, and if you're new here, a quick introduction. I'm an angel channeler, and my soul mission is to help you receive the angels' loving, wise, healing guidance so that we may all rise together into the higher spiritual consciousness of love. Today, I'm sharing a super important message that I channeled from the Archangel Michael. If you're new to angels, then know that they are pure extensions of the divine creator source mind. As such, they are beings of incredibly high, multidimensional consciousness, as well as egoless beings of absolutely pure love and truth. Archangel Michael is the angel whose divine purpose is to help humanity on our spiritual journey to transcend fear. He is the protector of love, and therefore our protector, as well as the protector of our highest divine good and destiny. Michael loves all of us and can help eradicate fear and all of its effects from our consciousness so that we may rise into a higher spiritual consciousness of love, truth, and power. With that in mind, let's dive into Archangel Michael's messages about humanity's great power shift. First, Archangel Michael would like to help us understand what true power is. All true power comes directly from the divine source, the great divine creator mind within which all the universe is contained, the mind of God. The nature of the source is love. Therefore, all true power can be characterized as loving, as an expression of love's infinite ability to create. In order for one to be truly powerful, one must be centered in love. The purer and stronger your love, the greater your power. And because love is a universal, unifying force, it always moves with the harmony of the universe. Now, this is very different from what we'll call false power. False power is simply the false illusion of power, as the ego or separate self would define it. Because ego is based in the illusion of separateness, it is also the source of all fear and suffering. The ego sees the world as a chaotic place of disparate, disharmonious forces, wherein one must struggle against life and exert control and force over life's elements in order to survive. Ego holds a me against the world mindset. False power, therefore, is not power at all. Instead, it is a fear-based show of force and control. Think about all of the expressions of false power in our world. All war, greed, overconsumption of natural resources, and persecution of others exist due to collective fear that has been passed down for thousands of generations of human evolution, and are all examples of false power. Healing the effects of false power is a key step for humanity in rising into a higher consciousness of love and manifesting a greater threshold of peace on earth. And this is exactly what we're being called to do at a deep karmic level within the collective soul of humanity right now, step by step, lesson by lesson, from one healed human heart to the next. In order for us to truly understand how to heal false power, Archangel Michael wants to help us better understand ego's fear of true power. Now remember, as I previously shared, the ego is the part of the human identity and consciousness based in the illusion of being separate. Separate from the divine creator, others, the world around you, and even separate from your well-being. Because ego is rooted in separateness, it is also the source of all fear, and fear is the source of all suffering. You see, ego fears what it perceives as separate from itself and separate from its scope of control. Ego fears true power because true power transcends fear and can never truly be controlled by fear. True power is love, and love's infinite creative potential, streaming with all the harmonious forces of the universe. Every single one of ego's attempts to suppress or disrupt that power ultimately fails because true power is the eternal, unchangeable nature of all creation. Moreover, when ego is faced with true power, the ego dies. You see, love, which again is the nature of true divine power, is a unifying force. This means that its nature is to merge and harmonize with everything it touches. When ego merges with love, the ego becomes love. Just as when the sun's light shines upon the world at dawn, the darkness becomes light. Ego fears this death and transformation because, again, this is beyond its control and challenges its entire grasping of reality. Now, most all human beings have an ego, but you are, of course, so much more than your ego. You are also an expression of God, an eternal being whose source, essence, and destiny is love. In divine truth, though you may experience the power struggle of the ego while you journey through your human life, it is safe for you to be truly powerful. Remember, all true power is God's power. When you are truly powerful, it is because you are embodying your true divine nature. Your true divine nature and power, which are based in love, can do no harm. Your true power can only harmonize and expand the forces of love. When you are aligned with your true power, anything is possible, and you can make miracles happen. Archangel Michael wants us to know that part of the soul purpose held by all human beings is to reclaim our true power. Lightworkers are defined as such because they are the leaders and pioneers of this effort. Light refers to the consciousness of God, the consciousness of love, and therefore the essence of true divine power. A lightworker is one who does what is needed to hold and expand that light from within. If you feel called to awaken to a higher level of love, to heal yourself from within, and to spread love's light in this world, then you are a light worker. And I am so grateful that the universe guided you here to this video and to Archangel Michael's messages. According to the angels, light workers are at the forefront of healing the fear of true power, clearing the painful effects of false fear-based power, and helping to restore the harmony of true power in this world. This begins with forgiveness. According to the angels, forgiveness is the golden master key to all healing. In order to dissolve the ego's fear-based attachments and patterns, one must forgive those very same things. When we forgive fears, false power, and ego from within, we set ourselves free to allow the light of God, the miracle power of love, to flow through us purely and without restrictions or limitations. This strengthens our ability to sustainably hold a consciousness of love and therefore access our true power. This empowers us to not only forgive and transmute that which previously seemed to block the flow of true power within ourselves, but also to forgive the expressions of false power and its inevitable effect of suffering in the world. Though this may seem to be a large task, you hold miraculous potential within you to forgive things like war, greed, and persecution in your perspective and relationship with this world. As you do so, the world that the divine truly created is revealed to you, a world in which it is fully possible to manifest harmony, well-being, and peace for all. As an expression of God, you are a co-creator of this world. So, when you shift your relationship with power and fully claim true divine power, you help to create the world in that very image. When many lightworkers combine their efforts towards this, together we create a wave of new consciousness and power that is more accessible to all. This brings forth all of the ideas, opportunity, and energy needed to shift the world's overall functioning to one that honors the flow of true divine power rather than a disharmonious path of fear. Archangel Michael compassionately understands that this work is not always easy, and that it may require that you go beyond the comfort zone of your ego's past bounds and limits. However, Michael also wishes for you to know that he is with you in this work and that you never need to face it alone. Anytime you see an increase of power struggles within yourself, your external life, or on the greater world stage, it is an invitation to work divine magic. It is an opportunity to become more conscious and aware of the presence of false power, and therefore learn where your forgiveness is needed in order to heal it. Many lightworkers are being asked to purify their relationship with power right now. For many of us, this extends many lifetimes deep and includes healing both past life and ancestral fear of being powerful and persecuted, the fear of being falsely powerful and doing harm, and the fear of being overpowered by the effects of false power in the world at large. If this is your lesson right now, know that you are doing brave and important work, and call upon Archangel Michael to guide you along the path of forgiveness, healing, and true empowerment. Remember, these lessons on power are a very strong theme in humanity's collective karma and spiritual evolution at this time. So it is very possible to see power struggles play out on the world stage in areas of our societies, governments, economies, and in humanity's greater relationship with the ecosystem. Though this may seem overwhelming or concerning from ego's perspective, remember the truth. Facing these wounded patterns are crucial to healing them. This is our opportunity to awaken, learn, and grow. And within the heart of every single human being on this planet, there lies a spark of divine light, a doorway that leads directly to God. All of us are beings of love at our core, and all of us have the power to awaken from fear's illusions and hold space for the light and hope of love. Thank you for doing your part in this to light up your corner of the world. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is such an honor to be connected with you. If these messages resonated and you're experiencing power lessons and upgrades in your life, comment below and let me know. Let's affirm our light together. If you're feeling called to do something big to shift your inner healing, awaken your divine power and intuitive gifts, and learn how to work with the angels directly, then you may deeply benefit from my Angelic Ascension coaching program. Click the link in the description below to apply if this is lighting you up. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!